The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to the St. Mary's Colgan Fieldhouse for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers, the final matchup of the regular season for both teams. Both teams coming off on the girls' side, coming off of a win over Frontenac. The boys' side, the Trojans defeated Baxter Springs to end last week, and I believe Colgan fell to Frontenac. We'll talk about that more as we move forward into the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Before we get too far down the road, we want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Finishing up the girls' JV game, and it's gotten pretty wild and woolly down the stretch here. I just looked at my scoreboard camera, Jess. It's transposed. I got to switch that around during the break. The Trojans are actually ahead by 9, 32-23 here with just under a minute to play. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll come back with the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, talk about some of the area matchups, take a closer look at this one, get the keys to the game, starting lineups, and then tip-off from here at the Fieldhouse at Colgan High School. You're getting ready to watch the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crocan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crocan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcmb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to the St. Mary's Colgan Fieldhouse here in Pittsburgh. Trojans getting set to take on the Colgan Panthers. For the girls, this will be the third matchup of the season, and we'll get into that here a little bit more during the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. So, like I mentioned, third matchup of the year between these two teams. Trojans come in at 8-10, ranked number 36 in Class 3A. Colgan enters the game 18-0. They're ranked number 2 in Class 2A. They are the number 1 team in the Erie Sub-State. Colgan's coming off of a win Friday night, 59-40 over Frontenac. And we know that that's a quality win because the Trojans have had their trouble with Frontenac this year. Trojans are coming off a win Friday night, 61-24 over Baxter Springs. These two teams have met twice already this year, back on December 9th. Colgan came out on top 54-20. And then fast forward to January 27th. Colgan won again 62-40. And it was a marked improvement by the Trojans at 20 points during that game. They're going to need that level of improvement here tonight in order to keep this one close here on Colgan's home floor. Let's go ahead and take a look ahead at that girls sub-state bracket. And again, this one's in Girard, and I don't know why it's not showing up now. Jess, what did I do? Why isn't this working? It worked just a minute ago.
I'm a long ways away, Josh.
I know. Yep, I'll figure it out later. The Trojans are sitting at number 6 in their sub-state bracket, which means they take on the number 5 team, which at this point,
I still have a hard time believing that's how they draw that bracket up.
yeah. Well, actually 6 plays 7, so they play the number 7 team.
Crazy.
And I believe that'd be Caney Valley.
Yeah.
Woof. I'll get it to come up here in a minute. I'll have to wrestle it during one of the breaks. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the games going on around the area tonight. We kind of got an abbreviated pregame warm-up here because it's senior night at Colgan, and they'll be doing the senior night festivities between games, which means that all of our sponsors are going to get their chance to shine between games here tonight. But I look at the area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing. Can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. All right, going on around the area tonight, Neoda Shea is at Erie. Coffeyville Field Kenley travels to Fort Scott. Chanute is at Independence. Fredonia travels to Caney Valley. Galena is at Southeast. Humboldt is at Cherryvale. Oswego travels to St. Paul. Grudge match down in Cherokee County. Riverton at Baxter. Columbus travels to Frontenac tonight, and Pittsburgh is at Labette County. Let's step away for a quick break. We'll come back, talk keys to the game, starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here at the Fieldhouse at St. Mary's Colgan. You're ready to watch the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to St. Mary's Colgan High School, the field house here in Pittsburgh. Trojans getting set to take on the Colgan Panthers. And these teams in different sub-states, of course, because they're different classes. And Trojan girls are at number 6 in their sub-state seeding. Colgan girls at number 1. Jess, I don't think this Colgan team really has sub-state opponents. They just kind of have victims along the way here. I mean, folks here haven't booked their tickets for Manhattan yet or their hotel rooms. I think they're pretty silly. Looking at that sub-state that they have over in Erie, I don't think there's a team in there that's really going to give Colgan much of a run. Nothing to add on that, Jess?
No, I can't. I don't know who. I can't see the screen.
That's not on the screen, Jess, because I can't get it to come up. So don't worry about that. I've been wrestling it here for about 10 minutes, and I give up.
But I would probably agree with you that Colgan's not only the 1 seed, the perennial favorite, and should be highly ranked when they get to the state tournament as well.
Last couple times these teams have played, turnovers really have killed the Trojans, and it's turned into they'll hang good for a couple quarters, maybe 3 quarters last time out.
Yep. They played them tough early.
And then turnovers turn the game into a track meet. It's up and down the floor, and Colgan ends up running away with it late.
And Colgan also is, lack of a better term, pretty good at cherry picking. Sometimes they just not only beat you up down the court, they maybe have one hang back and then pick your pocket, and somebody's right underneath the basket for an easy 2.
Yeah. And their bigs, Torrance and Brown, pass the ball well amongst the 2 of them, basically just playing keep away over the top of the defense. And Trojans definitely have their hands full tonight, but I think a lot of it starts with taking care of the basketball. I mean, you can struggle shooting, but if you can't take care of the basketball going down the floor, you're going to have a real hard time against this team.
Right. And like you talked about with the 2 bigs at Colgan like to share the ball, and they're very good at it, but you might need to try to get into some passing lanes and maybe try your best to create a few turnovers for yourself.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right vehicle for their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off. Let's step away for our third break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk starting lineups and move a little bit closer to tipping this one off here. The Colgan Panthers, the Girard Trojans, coming up in just a few minutes on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself, when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to the field house, St. Mary's Colgan High School. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the jagged edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First for the Girard Trojans. They'll start 5'9" senior Emmeline Sinnegate, 5'6" senior Bailey Troike, 5'6" senior Danica Lopez, 5'5" junior Riley Brooks, and 5'9" junior Hayden Buckley. Colgan will start number 4, junior Lily Brown, number 5, senior Lauren Torrance, number 10, junior Palona Kalan, number 22, sophomore Delaney Meek, and number 23, freshman Jaquela Davis. Same starting 5 they've had against the Panthers each time this season. Colgan cheerleaders trying to get the home crowd fired up, and pretty good crowd on hand for this girls game. Colgan girls having a great season this year. I would say that their boys are having a little bit below average season this year for the standard that Coach Cheon set over the ages here. But nonetheless, they're 8-10, and I expect the Colgan boys to be able to make a pretty deep run into that Erie sub-state. They'll face Northeast in the first round. So Northeast, Southeast, Erie, a lot of really small schools in that sub-state. So I think Colgan boys, playing the schedule that they've played this year, a lot of 3A and 4A schools, they could really make a run at it. We'll step away for our final break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we come back, tip-off from here in Colgan, Trojans and the Panthers coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to the field house. St. Mary's Colgan High School getting set for tip-off tonight between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. If you missed our pregame show, this is the third meeting this year between these two teams. And Trojans come out on the short end both times. 54-20 back in December. And then late January, they dropped a 62-40 decision in Girard. That first game, I believe, Jess, that was part of a tournament.
Yep, St. Paul tournament, early kick-off the season type deal.
So these teams don't normally play each other 3 times a year, but they do tonight. And a little trivia for you tonight, Baxter and Riverton meeting for the 3rd time this season as well. So if it's a rivalry, if there's bad blood, you just want to do it 3 times instead of 2, Jess.
Just keep doing it.
That's right. Colgan has cruised this season. They're 18-0, the number 2 ranked team in Kansas Class 2A, coming off a 19-point win over Frontenac last Friday night. They're ranked number 1 in that Erie sub-state for Class 2A that we were talking about. We were talking about the Colgan boys earlier before the break. I think their girls are going to mow through it like a scythe through wheat, Jess.
Right, and it's how lucky are we to catch them on their
senior night.
Senior night, 18-0 run, last home game for these seniors. There might be a little extra.
It's like it was scripted by the Marquis de Sade.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah. Other games going on around Girard's sub-state tonight. Columbus is at Frontenac. Fredonia's at Caney Valley. Humboldt is at Cherryvale. Galena's at Southeast. And we just mentioned Riverton and Baxter. So I'm going to guess Emmeline Syndicate's going to tip it off against Lauren Torrance. Has usually been the way it goes. We'll see baby Lily Brown will tip it off. And it looks like it is going to be Brown tipping it off. Our opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. You get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442.
Game time.
Finally. Colgan's going to control the tip. Passing it around the outside, down low, and Lauren Torrance strikes first for Colgan, and they're out to a 2-point lead. We talked about taking care of the ball, but just as important is that the Trojans make some shots to try and keep pace here with Colgan.
Right, they actually defended that last really well. It's just you can't teach 6 whatever she is.
Yeah, can't coach height. Buckley will back it out. Colgan with the man defense. Troike almost walked with it, gives it up to Lopez, had to pick up her dribble. Now back out top to Riley Brooks. No shot clock to worry about. Brooks dribbles into Kalan. Now Troike with it, picks up her dribble, back to Buckley. And Brooks almost walked with it again, back out to Buckley. Just a lot of height down low. kind of causes you to think twice before driving the bucket. Syndicate gets the rebound. Her putback no good. Rebound comes down to Torrance. She tries to pass ahead to Brown, too high. Imagine that. I didn't think it was possible. But out of bounds to the Trojans. Girard had a good look at it. Last time down the floor. Troika couldn't hit, and then Syndicate couldn't hit the putback. But it was there. Truckee down the lane, loses the dribble, stolen away by Jacayla Davis. She's on the run, into Riley Brooks, pulls up, little jumper's good. 4-point lead now for the Panthers. Trojans yet to break the ice. And that's a travel. Riley Brooks, it's just really aggressive man-to-man defense being played right now by Colgan, and it's causing the Trojans some indecision on the offensive end. Davis with it now. And up and under, no good. Rebound Torrance, her putback no good. I'm sorry, that was Torrance. Got the rebound and the putback. Delaney Meek missed the first one. 6-0 Colgan. Torrance has 4 points. That one's poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. Brooks with it for three. Her shot blocked from behind by Meek, and it'll stay with Girard. Brooks thought she had a window, but Meek closed it pretty quick. Brooks into the lane, now has to get rid of it. Back to Troike. Cross court to Lopez, who just checked into the game. Pass deflected into the hands of Troike. Down the lane, tries to get it to Syndicate. Rough pass down around her ankles, nowhere to go with it. Kicks it back out to Lopez, shot on the way. And they're going to call a 3-second violation against Emmeline Syndicate. And Coach Herlocker wants to talk it over, 30-second timeout. And Jess, long, fast team, and I hate to say it, but they look better than they did the first week. The Trojans played them. They look like their defense has actually tightened up quite a bit.
Yeah, but I do like what the Trojans are doing, trying to take long possessions, maybe shortening this game down a little bit. The only way that really works, though, is if you finish on the end of it. And
with a score.
Right.
Yep.
Trojans have had a couple decent looks and just haven't been able to put the ball in the basket yet. But I do like the philosophy and what they're doing so far.
Yeah, you definitely want to try and take the air out of it. But I'm just saying, you can tell that defense has been a point of emphasis for Colgan this season. Because with Torrance and Brown, you're going to always have the offense. But they've definitely improved on the defensive end, I would say. Kalan with it, kicks it back out. Torrance, this is Meek. Brown now with it. Shot on the way, no good from Davis, but Brown is there for the rebound and the putback. That's her first bucket of the game. 8-0 Panthers. Good play by Delaney Meek, poked it away. Chased the loose ball with Riley Brooks, beat her to the ball, and then threw the ball off of Brooks. Out of bounds to retain possession for Colgan as they're trying to push this lead to double digits here early. Davis over the top. Back out to Meek. Shot on the way is good. Well, everybody but Polona Kalan has scored so far for the Panthers. And they're firing on all cylinders here early, leading 10-0. Maddie Kester picks up her dribble, back out to Troike across the lane, looking for help now. Out to Sinnecott. And she throws it away to Kalan. Now Davis with it. Looking to drive. Hacked from behind. Gets it down to Torrance, or the Brown, and the shot is up and good. 4 points for Brown. 12-0 Panthers. Riley Brooks hits a little runner, and the the Trojans are on the board. Davis going to try the three. It rattles around, rolls off, rebound Torrance, and then she's fouled on the putback. I think they're going to get Riley Brooks with this one. Yep. Riley's first team foul on the Trojans. I think I got a little dose of dyslexia tonight, John.
Happens.
Does it come and go? I mean, I don't understand.
Mine does, anyway.
Torrance hits the first. I mean, I haven't had that much to drink today.
I think my tongue just swells up every now and then. I can't say what it's on my mind.
Second one off. 11-point lead now for Colgan. They extend that defense way out beyond the three-point line, trying to create a turnover. Kester with it, gives it up to Troike. Out to Brooks. And she throws it away in the lane, trying to get it to Bailey Bradshaw. There's a held ball, and it'll stay with Girard. Kester into the lane, picks up the dribble. Bradshaw. Dunk out now to Peyton Brooks. Down low to Kester, has it poked away, and they're going to whistle a foul. They're going to get this one on Mariah Harris, who just checked into the game. That's her first team foul on Colgan. Corner to Peyton Brooks. Shot on the way is good. That little mid-range jumper will be there for the Trojans if they're willing to take it. Trying to go over the top to Harris. Troike steals it away. Passes ahead to Riley Brooks down the floor. Sheds the defender, now kicks it back out. Troike to the elbow, picks up her dribble. Gives it up to Peyton Brooks, now in the corner. And Brooks will try another one from the baseline and hits. 4 points for Peyton Brooks. Trojans cut the lead to 7. Kalan into the middle of the lane to Davis. Her pass deflected. Loose ball, scramble, scrum. And it'll stay with Colgan. Troike will take a seat. Danica Lopez into the game for Girard. Kalan and Harris take a seat. And Lauren O'Brien into the game along with Meek. Torrance over the top to Brown. She's fouled. Shot no good. Whistle that one on Bailey Bradshaw. And Brown will head to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't know what else they want Bailey Bradshaw to do. She had good position on the defense. They're just taller.
Yeah. And the only thing you can do really is foul. And she caused the miss.
Right.
And Brown hits them both. The lead back to 9. As Colgan bringing some full court pressure. That one poked away and stolen by Delaney Meek. Gives it up to Torrance into the corner to O'Brien. Now back up top to Meek. Gets it back from Brown. O'Brien's shot no good. gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Davis. Now back. This is Torrance, and her shot's good. 7 points for Lauren Torrance, and the lead's back to 11. Sinnekit tries to drive, cut off by Torrance. Lopez loses it. Davis comes up with it, gives it up to Torrance. Ahead to Meek, down low to Brown. She can't handle the pass. Scrum for it. Emmeline comes up with it and held ball. It'll be Colgan basketball. Possession arrow must be down there, Jess. I don't see it on the board. Three-pointer for O'Brien. Her first bucket of the game. Stakes Colgan to a 14-point lead here as we tick under 10 seconds to play first quarter. Brooks being hassled up the floor by O'Brien. Gives it up to Kester. Her shot will not count. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Trojans trailing it by 14. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Jess, did you just say we might get some food for Substate, like that we don't have to buy?
Right, we just might. I'm working on a deal.
You keep working that, buddy.
Yep.
I should have mentioned this back during football season. Trojans trailing it by 14 here to start the second quarter. Girard with the ball. Original starting five on the floor for Coach Herlocker. Buckley picks up a dribble, moves it up to Lopez. Back out to Buckley, but off the mark. Hayden had to chase it down. Now the Trojans will reset. Still man-to-man defense being played by Colgan. Brooks goes into Meek, but then dribbles back out. Troike now, Lopez with it. Buckley on the wing, back up top to Danica. Picks up her dribble at the elbow. Bad pass to Buckley. It's picked up by Lily Brown. She gives it up to Kalan. Over to Davis. In the middle of the lane, wide open. Shot short of the mark. Rebound Brown. Back out to Kalan, high arcing three-pointer, also short of the mark. Rebound, guess who? Brown, and her putback is good. 8 points for Lily Brown. 16-point lead for the Panthers, and there's a double dribble on Riley Brooks. And that's that pressure, that defensive pressure. You see it puts a lot of pressure on your ball handlers, and the Trojans are struggling with that a little bit tonight. Davis with it at the wing. She'll try the open three and hits. 5 points for Davis. 19-point lead for Colgan. Sharkey with it, directing traffic. Being guarded by Kalan. Gives it up to Sinnekit. Back around to Buckley. She'll stop, pull the trigger on a three, way off the mark. Sinnekit tries to save it and may have almost collided with the photographer from hometown Girard. Be a pretty dull paper without photographs. Let me tell you.
A lot of reading.
Yeah, nobody likes reading.
I like looking.
Yeah. I just flip through and look at the pictures.
Comics.
Torrance goes baseline, kicks it back up top to Kalan. Thought about it, now gives it back up to Davis. Now to Brown, over the top to Torrance. She's fouled, shot is good. Lauren Torrance, 9 points with a chance to make it 10 right here by completing the three-point play. Got that foul on Riley Brooks, that's her second. 13 foul on Girard. There's a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Tell me more about this food, Jess.
Well, it's not a done deal, so I don't want to make any promises yet.
Is it green and leafy?
No.
Would Jenny approve?
It won't be green and leafy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's liable to be deep fried and good.
Right on.
Right.
Viva la flavor.
But it's one of our sponsors already. So
well, heck yeah.
He did tell me that if we play his spot more often than you play someone else's spot, then we may find us some food during sub-state.
Well, I think we have an opportunity to get a bidding war going here, Jess. Little quid pro quo. Free throw on the way from Torrance is good, and she's got 10 points. 22-point lead now for the Panthers. Trojans hung with them for 3 quarters the last time these two teams played, but the fourth quarter has been much like the first and second quarters of this one have been. And that harkens back to the first time these teams met this year. Colgan just ran away with it right off the bat, and the Trojans never really were able to make it competitive, and seems to be the way we're going here tonight. Davis up top to Kalan into the corner. Now back to Davis, back to Kalan. Shot was no good by Ava Glover. Whistle that one on Kayla Davis. That's her first. Brown checks in, replacing Torrance. So the bigs on the floor right now for Colgan are Brown and Harris. And by the looks of Harris, they're not really losing a lot of height when she comes in off the bench, Jess.
No, not really.
They're blessed with size, that's for sure. Almost lost it there, and then Brooks throws it away. Harris comes away with it, being pursued by Boatman ahead to Davis off the glass and good. 7 points for Davis. 24-point lead now for the Panthers. I need to get out my abacus here to keep track of this one. Almost walked with it, did Troike. Gives it up in the lane to Boatman. She kicks it back out. I know the height causes the Trojans to think twice about going inside with it, but at some point in time, you got to go in there and just let the chips fall where they may. Trojans get it down to Lily Brown, open under the bucket. And there's another 30-second timeout on the floor.
Must not give many full timeouts tonight.
I don't know, Jess, but, you know, I definitely want to drag this out as long as I could and call all the timeouts I could.
Yeah.
Trojans trailing it by 24. They were down 10-0 to start this thing out, and it really hasn't gotten much better since then for Girard. you can just, I mean, let's just face it, dude. Call a spade, Jeff. The Panthers are the class of Southeast Kansas in basketball.
Yep, have been for a couple years now.
And in the Joplin area, Max Preps has Carl Junction ranked number 1, and Colgan has played Carl Junction during the regular season in the past, but not this year. That would be a good matchup. Can we just get them to meet up in a church gym in Asbury or something and settle this thing?
Yep, just meet us halfway.
Yeah. Down around 3 minutes to play in the first half. Trojans trailing it by 24. Troike picks up her dribble. Pass knocked away, but it'll stay with Girard. Deflected out of bounds by Delaney Meek. Harris will sit. Torrance checks back in. Pass down low. Shot blocked. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. If you're going to take that mid-range, you got to do it before you get to the big. And that time, Peyton Brooks just dribbled a little too far under the bucket. And Torrance able to block her shot. Into the lane goes Riley Brooks. Her shot partially blocked, but she's going to be fouled and head to the free throw line and see who they got this one on. I believe it's going to be on Torrance, and it is. That's her first. Fourth team foul on Colgan. Brooks' first shot off the mark. Second shot is good. So that kind of breaks a long drought for the Trojans. Trims the lead to 23. As we're down near 2.5 to play, first half. O'Brien with it, kicks it over to Glover. Now Meek with it. Back to Meek, into the middle of the lane to Brown. Back out top, O'Brien, shot on the way is good. 6 points for O'Brien. 28-point lead now for the Panthers. Like I said, I get my abacus out. That one tipped away, and Colgan gets to the loose ball. Glover. Oh. Now O'Brien with it, dangerous there, running along the half-court line. That one stolen away by Riley Brooks, and she's fouled. And they're going to get Lily Brown with that one. That's her first. 15 foul on the Panthers. Maddie Kester will sit. Erica Boatman will sit. Riley Brooks will sit. And Peyton Brooks will sit. So Lopez, Troike, Sinnott, Bradshaw, and Buckley on the floor right now for Girard. Sinnott picks up her dribble at the free throw line, looking for help now over the top to Lopez. And this is about as disjointed as this offense has looked all year for the Trojans. That one out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball as Meek just kind of lost the handle on it. Over the top, missed everybody. Jacayla Davis comes away with it, and off the glass and good. 9 points for Davis. 30-point lead for the Panthers as we are down around a minute before half. Lopez with it, almost lost it, gets it back, dribbles into the lane. Too strong off the glass. Bradshaw's put back no good. Rebound tipped around. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Girard. Well, Bailey had the right idea. Don't hang on to it very long. Get rid of it. Seneca's shot up. Oh, in and out. Man, that's a heartbreaker because she actually got one off under the bucket and couldn't get it to fall. Colgan ball here with under 50 seconds. Not the kind of team, Jess, to hold for the last shot with 45 seconds. Over the top goes Meek, gets it down to Brown, but she can't handle it. Loses the ball, and Trojans come away with it. 30 seconds. Poked away from Buckley. Now gives it back to Sinnott into the lane. Elevates, forces one up, won't go. Meek with the rebound. 10 seconds. Colgan with it. Kalan gives it up to Meek, swings it around to Davis. She'll pull the trigger and hits. Long two-pointer for Jacayla Davis. She's got 11 points, and that's going to do it. A 32-point lead at the half for the Colgan Panthers. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to the field house at St. Mary's Colgan High School. Trojans trailing it by 32 at the half. Our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, Jess, it's first half. I remember it, but I wish I didn't. Trojans kind of came out cold shooting the ball, turned it over a few times, and then you combine that with the Panthers being, a foot and a half taller at almost every position, and shooting the ball extremely well in that first half. And that's how we got here to this 39-7 halftime score.
Yeah, my keys to the game is not working very well.
Well, they were our keys the first 2 times these teams played this year, and they didn't work out too well then either. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it.
To execute, isn't it?
Well, Trojans have had their struggles here tonight, but Sub-State coming up next week, so really, I guess all you're really trying to do is stay healthy, and keep your eyes down the road at the prize, which is a Sub-State championship. The Trojans, fortunately, won't have to play Colgan in their Sub-State, but Frontenac, a team that they have struggled with, is in that Sub-State, but they're in the top half of that Sub-State. Trojans are in the bottom half, and so those 2 teams wouldn't meet in Sub-State unless they got all the way to the championship game. Yep. And Frontenac's got some work to do to get there.
And stranger things has happened. I've seen this Trojan girls team, there's times they play pretty well.
Yeah.
And then there's games like this. I'll give Colgan give Colgan all the credit. But Trojans have had some pretty good looks. Emmeline's had a couple balls roll out that's been halfway down in the hoop. I mean,
and when you talk about the teams they've struggled with, it's always the teams who have bigs, like really tall interior players. Anderson County gave him trouble. Riverton gave him trouble.
But we played well against Nevada. We played well against some of them teams that were more guard oriented. So
Fort Scott.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the teams with the bigs and other teams in our league or in the old CNC. I don't know. Is it still a league?
I think so. Yeah.
They were able to beat Riverton, so it's not like they were a powerhouse or anything. It's just that we struggle against that type of height down low, and the Trojans really, if they're not shooting the lights out, and your team has some height, they're going to have trouble.
I agree.
But Colgan's had it all tonight. They got height. They've been shooting the lights out. They've been playing great defense. They pass the ball well. They handle the ball well, and you can see right now why they're probably the best team in the area.
I know they're 2A, and everybody says, well, they don't play anybody. They play who they play.
They play 3A and 4A schools.
And they beat them all.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and, they have played some 2A and some 1A schools. They've played St. Paul a couple times this year and played Chitopa, but.
It's just your schedule, though.
Yeah, you can't blame your schedule. I'm sure the Trojans would like to adjust their schedule at this point. Maybe not play Colgan the last game of the year.
On senior night.
On senior night, which, by the way, is coming up between games. So if you're a Trojan sponsor this year and you feel like perhaps your spots haven't played as much as you think they should, you're going to get it tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scoring totals for the first half. First for the Colgan Panthers. They're led in scoring by Jacayla Davis, which is surprising. She has 11 points, 9 of those coming in the second quarter. Lily Brown and Lauren Torrance have 10 points each. Lauren O'Brien has 6, and Delaney Meek added 2 to round out the scoring for the Colgan Panthers. For the Girard Trojans, don't blink. They're led in scoring by Peyton Brooks. She's got 4. Riley Brooks has 3, and that's it for the Girard Trojans there in the first half. That Eye on the Game brought to you by Kenara Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kenara Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kenara Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KenaraEyeCare.com. We're going to step away for our second break of the GN Bank halftime show. When we come back, we might preview a little bit of the boys' action as we move closer to second half action here from the Fieldhouse. Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenara Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to the field house, St. Mary's Colgan High School. Josh Ledner alongside me, Jess Murphy. Trojans trailing it by a country mile at the break, 39-7. We've talked a whole lot about how good the Panthers are, so I'm going to stop doing that, but they're pretty good.
Yeah, it's starting not feeling good there for a minute.
Yeah. Jess, if you're going to spew into this.
Right. We just won't talk how good they are anymore.
They're pretty good. And Colgan will have the ball to start the second half. Davis swings it around to Kalan. O'Brien, shot on the way, in and out. Rebound, Torrance, the tallest. Out top, shot on the way from Kalan is good. That's her first bucket of the night. And the lead is now 35. Lopez posting Davis back out to Sinnott, middle of the lane, back out to Lopez. And they'll reset. Lopez into the lane, picks up her dribble at the elbow, kicks it out to Troike. Buckley down low to Lopez, dribbles off her foot, out of bounds.
Oh, knocked out of bounds.
Oh, Davis got a hand on it. And it'll stay with Girard. Down low, Sinnott wide open under the bucket. Little miscommunication there. And Emmeline's got her first bucket of the night. Davis with it, left all alone. She'll take the three, no good. Rebound, Brown, her putback, no good. Gets her own rebound, and the second chance goes. 12 points for Lily Brown. Back to a 35-point lead for the Panthers. That pass tipped away. Brown's got it. She's off and running. Gives it up to Kalan, off the glass and good. 5 points here in the third quarter for Polona Kalan. $37-point lead. Smell smoke, Jess, with all that math going on back here?
Smell something.
Yeah. Brooks picks up her dribble, top of the key, gives it up to Lopez. She tracks it down. Lopez working against Davis, picks up her dribble. Back up top to Riley Brooks. 5:40 and counting on the clock here in the third quarter. Buckley trying not to get wrapped up, throws it away. Right into the hands of Torrance, and now Colgan off and running. Up top to Brown, free throw line, shot on the way, rattles in. 14 points for Brown. 39-point lead. It's getting ugly. Well, it's already ugly. It's getting
worse.
Hideous. Ghastly. have to dip into my thesaurus to come up with adjectives for how bad this one's looking. Lopez for three. No good. Rebound. Troike. Her putback no good. And she's fouled on the second putback. She'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Let's see who got her. And they're going to get Palona Kalan with the foul. That's her first. First team foul on the Panthers here in the second half. Troike hits the first shot. Her first point of the night. And the Trojans are in double digits. Bailey hits them both. Kalan with it now on the wing up top to Torrance. Now Davis with it. Kalan into the lane. Little runner. No good. Rebound Davis. Or Brown, I'm sorry. Now to Davis. Middle of the lane. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Put back off the glass is good. 13 points for Davis. 39-point lead. Seneca with it baseline. Throws it off a defender. Ends up in Buckley's hands. Her shot is good. Not sure that's how Coach Herlocker drew that one up, but it worked out well for the Trojans. Now they get some stops. A bunch of them. Davis puts it on the floor. Back out to Kalan. Over the top. Torrance too deep under the bucket. She'll kick it back out. Kalan will take the three off the mark. Rebound Brown. And lots of contact, but Brown gets it out to Torrance. She'll try a three and hits. Now, Jess, that's just not fair when your big can step out and nail a three like that.
Yep, I agree. That's just not fair.
40-point lead now for the Panthers. Clock continues to roll. 3:15 to play here, third quarter, and that clock really could be the Trojans' best friend at this point, as that one's whistled on Delaney Meek. That's her first. Second team foul. Meek will sit. Harris in. Nope, Meek stays out there. Brown sits. Harris in. And Kalan sits and O'Brien in. Shot no good by Maddie Kester. Rebound comes down to Harris. Now Davis with it at the wing. Back up top to Kalan. Thought about another three-point attempt. Now back to Davis. They'll swing it around to the corner. Here's a three-point shot on the way from Torrance, and she nails it. She's hit 2 threes here in this third quarter. She's got 16 points. And this one's officially, I would say, out of hand, Jess.
Yep, out of control.
2.5 to play here, third quarter. Trojans' best defender at this point might be the clock. Kester, shot on the way from three, short, off the mark. Rebound Davis, nice behind the back move with the dribble. Gets out into the open floor, off the glass, and gets it to go. Nifty move that time by Davis. She's got 15 points. Kester dumps it down low to Peyton Davis, or to Peyton Brooks, no good off the glass. Rebound comes down to Meek, ahead to Torrance, off the glass and good. And timeout on the floor. And Colgan called that one, right, Jess?
Yes, full timeout, I do believe.
We'll take it as well. Trojans way behind. You watch Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage, Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back to the field house. St. Mary's Colgan High School, 1:51 to play, third quarter. Coming out of the timeout, Trojans will have the ball. Under 2 minutes in the quarter. Bradshaw with it on the wing. Over to Kester. Lopez with it. Gives it up to Drya Adolph. Trying to get it down low to Kester. That pass knocked away and out of bounds by Lily Brown. It'll stay with the Trojans. Lopez will inbound from the far side. Molly Sweezy into the game for Colgan. Riley Brooks gets it in to Kester. Now Brooks back with it, being guarded by Davis. Trojans trailing it by 47. Kester into the lane, loses the dribble, walked with it. Kalan checks in, replacing Davis. And all of the bigs, except for Harris, are on the bench right now for Colgan. O'Brien with it. Now Kalan into Harris. Back out to Kalan. She'll put it on the floor, working against Kester, and Kester will get her with the body and pick up the foul. Get it into Kalan. In trouble, double teamed. Pass tipped away. Adolph comes away with it. Now she'll slow it up. Gives it up to Kester. And the Panthers kind of backed off that half-court pressure as well, Jess. They're just dropping into a 2-3 zone.
But it's still working.
Trojans working around the perimeter. This is Peyton Brooks into the corner to Adolph. She puts it on the floor, loses her dribble, gives it up to Brooks. Back up top to Riley Brooks. Her shot no good. But they whistled a foul on Ava Glover. And that's her first. Bradshaw gets it now. Around to Kester. Back to Bradshaw. They're swinging around to Adolph. Open for three. She'll take it off the mark. Rebound. Glover. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trojans trailing it by 47. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Girard with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Panthers extending that 2-3 zone out a little bit more now. Boatman with it. And Kaylee David throws it away. And Troike fouls Kalan on the other end of the floor. That's Bailey's first. Second team foul on the Trojans. Clock continues to run under 7:15. Down low to Brown, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Boatman. Head to Lopez. Back to Troike in the middle of the lane to Boatman. Working into Torrance. Wild shot, no good. Rebounded by Meek. And we're going to have a foul here going after the loose ball on Troike. Oh, no. Are they going to get that one on Davis? They got it on Davis. Trojans with it in middle of the lane. Seneca shot on the way, no good. Rebound Brown. Kalan had it stripped away. Boatman had it, and then she had it stripped away, but it'll stay with Girard. And mass subs in now for Girard as Aaron Anderson, Dry Adolph, and Rachel Bennett check into the game. And mass substitutions for Colgan as well. I'm not going to get into it. I'll announce them as they come. David with it. Get it around to Anderson. Now Adolph with it, top of the key. Bennett at the elbow. Swing it around to David, down low to Boatman, into the lane, spinning, shot no good. If she draws a foul, she'll head to the line. Got this foul on Molly Sweezy. That's her first. First shot is good for Boatman. Her first point of the night. Second one short of the mark. Jess, Trojans are in danger of not hitting 20 points here. With this running clock going, by the time they get the ball back again, it's going to be down around 4.5 and ticking. Points have not come easy tonight, and they've got a pretty young lineup on the floor right now. O'Brien trying to get it down low, stripped away. Bennett comes away with it for the Trojans. Now Adolph handle it up the floor. David, Anderson, Adolph. Back to David. Back to Adolph. Down low to Boatman on the baseline. She's going to hoist one and gets it. 3 points for Erica Boatman. Trojans trailing it by 44. O'Brien kicks it back out. Shot on the way from Ava Glover. No good. Glover gets a rebound, and she's fouled, and will head to the line to shoot a pair. Got that foul on Rachel Bennett. That's Rachel's first, third team foul on the Trojans. Glover hits free throw. And it gets them both. Stolen away now, Colgan with it. O'Brien hits another three. She's got 9 points. 49-point lead now for Colgan as Harris and O'Brien take a seat. And we got a JV game here for the final minute 45. This is Janessa Davis. Down low to Torrance, the lone starter on the floor, and she hits the bucket. She's got 16. Is there a timeout?
Yeah, I think she called a 30-second timeout, but
not entirely clear.
I'm not sure her locker
understood.
Cares to take a timeout at the moment.
No. All the senior parents, the exodus to get lined up and ready for the senior night festivities going to take place between games here tonight. Kaylee David brings it across the timeline. Now Anderson. Boatman at the elbow. Tries to kick it out to Adolph. It's tipped out of bounds. He'll stay with Girard. David gets it into Anderson. David drives to the elbow, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out to Boatman. Picks up her dribble at the elbow. Here comes Adolph as she throws it away. It's a little miscommunication between her and David. Time ticking. Davis with the shot, short of the mark. Boatman with the rebound for the Trojans. Under 15 seconds. Aaron Anderson with it. Gives it up to Adolph. Now Boatman way out beyond the arc, and that's going to do it. Panthers win it 67-16. And not the improvement we were hoping to see out of the Trojans one game to the next against Colgan, but tough opponent and playing at the home court advantage. The Panthers really took Trojans behind the woodshed tonight, and they come out of here with the 67-16 win. We'll step away with a quick break. We'll be back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back out here to the field house, St. Mary's Colgan High School. Trojans fall to the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers 67-16. Panthers improve to 19-0 on the season. Trojans fall to 8-11. Let's take a look at some of these game totals. But before we do, we want to let you know that our post-game show is brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Coach Urlacher up here for his interview, but that headset's dead. He's trying to avoid being on camera. I get you. There you go. The headphones on that one aren't hooked up, so you wouldn't be able to hear me. I know that's a harsh reality to even think of, but all right, now we're joined by head coach Brad Urlacher of the Girard Trojans. And coach, a rough game tonight. This is the third time your team's played this squad this year, and kind of knew what you were up against coming into this one tonight. But just a tough one starting out. Hard night shooting the ball early and a few turnovers, and then they came out shooting the ball extremely well, and that's just not a good recipe for success if you're Girard.
Yeah, our opportunity to beat this team was being able to pack it in on their bigs and not let their bigs score and allow those outside shooters to have their way. And when we played them there at our place, they didn't shoot the ball very well, and so we were able to stay in that game. Heck, in the second half there were times where it was a single-digit game, and we'd have liked to show better. This is a tough place to play. They always play well here, and they hit that outside shot tonight. So you got kind of your pick. I think Brown's right now third in the state in scoring, and Torrance is in the top 30. Do you allow them to have their way, or do you let the outside shooters? And tip my hat to them that they shot very well tonight.
Well, fortunately, though, you're not going to see these guys coming up in sub-state, and you guys are in that bottom half of the bracket, and there's some really, it looks like on paper, some extremely winnable games for you to advance out of the bottom half of that bracket. And so what are you hoping to see out of your team here? You got the rest of the week off as you get ready for Sub-State next week. What are you guys focusing on going into that?
Well, tomorrow we're going to take a day off actually and get our legs, make sure our legs are under us, and then we're going to have a really hard practice on Thursday, Friday, and actually going to have a Sunday practice as well. And in those practices, we're going to be going up against probably either Columbus or Riverton. Those are teams that we have played before and have seen, and probably have some extra wrinkles and some different things for them for that third time around. But it is a toss-up, I think, from top to bottom. I thought we played Frontenac very well last time we played them, and I don't think Cherryville plays quite the schedule we do, and so stranger things have happened. And I try to keep, more than anything, that's why I try to keep reiterating to the kids that, when it comes playoff time, they call it March Madness for a reason. Just got to go out and play hard.
And I was talking to Jess, off the air. It's just a tough draw to get this game as the final regular season game going into the postseason. And confidence plays such a factor, especially when you're talking about shooting. What do you do to kind of get that swagger back a little bit going into next week?
Yeah, we try to simulate in practice, but and I do feel like the game was allowed to be. I don't want to get you in trouble. I know you can't say it.
Oh, I say it all the time.
But if you allow a player to shove off with one and then replace it with a forearm and hold them the whole time, and you're physically holding a player, it would be hard for any team to be successful, especially when you're playing athletes like they have.
Yeah, and for me, it's a thing of where you're not really doing the athletes a service because
out of state that'll get called.
Right, and even in a different area of the state, like when you go up to the state tournament or something, a different set of referees from a different part of the state, they may not, so.
But tip my hat to them. They played well tonight, shot the ball well, and did what they had to do to win. So.
All right. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up here into the stratosphere to talk to us tonight, and hope you guys have a great week of practice, and we look forward to covering you in Sub-State.
Awesome. We're excited to get there.
All right. That's head coach Brad Herlocker of the Girard Trojans. They came up short tonight against the Colgan Panthers 67-16, but just keeping their eyes down the road. Got Sub-State coming up, and the Panthers are going to be part of that. And so the Trojans got to get refocused and reset here over the next week of practice. And you heard Coach say that they're going to work to get some of the swagger back as they head into next week into Sub-State. And they got some winnable games coming up, so hopefully they're able to get things back on the right track and come into Sub-State with their heads held high. Right now it's senior night here at Colgan High School. You can see the seniors being recognized. We're going to step away for a break, and we'll be back with more of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Colgan High School, the field house here at St. Mary's Colgan. Trojans fell to the Panthers 67-16. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals. Hold on, I just turned away from them because I'm smart like that. All right. These scoring totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of totaled, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. First for the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Peyton Brooks. She had 4. Erica Boatman, Hayden Buckley, and Riley Brooks each had 3. And Bailey Troike and Emmeline Sinnecott added a bucket to round out the scoring for Girard. For the Colgan Panthers, they're led in scoring by Lauren Torrance. She finished with 18. Lily Brown finished with 16. Jakayla Davis finished with 15. Lauren O'Brien finished with 9. Palona Kalan added 5. And Ava Glover and Delaney Meek added a bucket each to round out the scoring for the Colgan Panthers. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll come back, start talking boys basketball action as we're headed towards tip-off of the boys game, the nightcap here, as soon as all the senior night festivities are over here at the field house. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norse Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norse Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to the field house, St. Mary's Colgan High School. Both teams out warming up after the senior night festivities. Are about 7 minutes away from tip-off here between the Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. And Trojans come into tonight's game 12-7. Colgan 8-10. Trojans are number 4 in the Girard Substate. Colgan number 7 in the Erie Substate. Both teams, the Trojans coming off a win, a 68-34 win over Baxter last Friday night. And this is the final game of the season. Trojans will have the rest of the week off before starting the Substate tournament at home next week. And just got me some clarification on the Substate bracket, and it is traditional.
Yes.
We were under the impression that it was split, top and bottom, but they're going to play it straight up. So the 1 seed will play the 8 seed, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. So the Trojans,
Riverton,
will play Riverton. And they are 1-1 against the Rams this year. Dropped one on the road, or dropped one at home and won one on the road against Riverton this year. We would have brought you that game in Riverton, except Jess was sipping Mai Tais, and I had the coronavirus, so missed that one for you. We certainly apologize for that.
Rum punches.
Rum punches?
Yeah, they punch back.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the head. Yeah. Last time these teams met, back on January 27th, Trojans won it by 9, 53-44. Colgan boys coming to the game 8-10 overall, number 29 ranked in Class 2A. Right now they're set to play Northeast. Well, no, they wouldn't be. They play the 2 seed. And I don't have that up in front of me right now. We'll get that for you. If that 2A sub-state is, the brackets played the same, which I assume that it is. Trojans look good against Baxter, but not to take anything away from the Lions, everybody's looked pretty good against Baxter this year. They looked pretty good last time they played Colgan as well, but that was in the friendly confines of Ted R. Taylor. And like Coach Herlocker mentioned, it's a tough place to play here at the field house. It's, I don't know, it's not like a particularly intimidating environment. It's just
Colgan.
Yeah.
But the boys, you know, they can go through those scoring droughts, and you just can't allow that to happen. You just got to get more, and I don't know what I want to call it. I've talked to Coach Westcott about it. Of course, he just laughs at me, but more aggressive to the basket. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they just got to get a little bit better at, and this is our last tune-up before it matters.
Yeah, before it's one and done.
Right. I mean, you can lose every game you want, and then you get Sub-State, win them all. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, starting next week. They're
right.
0-0.
Right. So you just got to – this is our final tune-up here to see what you've played for all year.
Well, I guess, Jess, we would call those our keys to the game, wouldn't we?
It can.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right vehicle for their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. I'm going to try during the break here and pull up some of these Sub-State brackets so we can see what the heck's going on here now. Totally blew my mind that we're going straight up, and changes my prediction for what Colgan's got coming up as well in Sub-State. And they're the number 7 seed, and that's a position that they're not used to seeing themselves in going into the playoffs. But you look at that Sub-State, and a lot of those teams I don't think have played the level of competition this year that the Panthers have played. So I think they're sitting in pretty good position to make some noise in that Sub-State. And if they're coming in at number 7, that means they're playing the number 2 team, and they could make some noise real quick there in that first round. And both of these teams looking to build some confidence as we move closer to Sub-State. So a big game here tonight for both teams, even though they won't see each other on down the road this season. We'll step away for our final break of the pregame show, come back, talk starting lineups, and give you the opening tip here from Colgan High School. You're watching the Trojans and the Panthers on Girard Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Brayton Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to the field house here at Colgan High School. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the jagged edge. Stylist Robin Hawkins, Eva Vietti. I just lost it, Jess. Let's try it again. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First, for the Colgan Panthers, they'll start 6-foot junior Tucker Harrell, 6-foot senior Colin Height, 6'1 junior Jack Schrimmer, 5'10 junior Gus Keller, and 6'3 junior Tristan Voss. The Trojans will start 6'2 junior Aiden Troike, 6'4 senior Luke Nigaman, 6' senior Alex Kester, 6'5 senior Tommy McDowell, and 6'2 senior Aiden Damon. So we'll expect Luke Nigaman to tip this one off against Tristan Voss. Our opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple and Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Well, that girls' game, Jess, a distant memory.
Yes, let's hope.
Get things underway here in this boys' game. And Colgan will control off the tip. Schrimmer with it. Gives it up to Height, and we're underway. Height will drive, kicks out to Schrimmer, who will drive, loses a dribble, gets it back. His pass tipped around again, and ends up back in the hands of Height. Trojans playing the man-to-man defense here to start out. They get it around. Height into the lane, kicks it back out to Schrimmer. Back to Height in the corner. Near side to Byron Lopes. Schrimmer drives into the lane. He's tied up, and they're going to whistle him for a walk. First turnover of the ball game. Gives the ball to the Trojans here with 7:08 to play first quarter. Scoreless thus far. Girard's first offensive trip down the court. Nigaman with it, kicks it back out to Troike into the lane. Wide open is Damon. His shot off the mark. Rebound tracked down by McDowell. Now Nigaman with it, top of the key. Trojans go back to work. Back to McDowell, his shot on the way, off the mark as well. Rebound comes down to Carter Jacquino, and Colgan with it, back on the offensive end. Schrimmer in the corner, being guarded by McDowell. And stepped on the end line did Lopez, and that'll turn it back over to the Trojans. So the seniors who don't normally get a start will take a seat, and the regular starters for Colgan back into the game. Nigaman with it on the baseline. They'll swing it around. Down low to McDowell. His shot in and out. And now quickly down on the offensive end. Height down the lane. Kicks it out. The drive by Gus Keller. He's too deep. Kicks it back out. Tucker Harrell will take the shot and hits for three. Trojans have been off with the shot tonight. They've had two open looks, couldn't get them to drop. McDowell had a good look under the bucket, couldn't get it to fall. And Colgan out to an early 3-0 lead. The sight lines in here for shooters must be tough. There's got to be something to it. because not many teams shoot the ball well here on the road. As we see Troike miss. That one's out of bounds off of Kester. It'll stay with Colgan. Colin Height with it. Gets it down low. Voss can't get the shot to go. And the Trojans come away with the rebound. Troike pushing up court. 2-3 zone being played right now by Colgan. Into the lane to Kester. Back out to Troike. His pass deflected. Voss comes away with it. Turnover Trojans. And quickly down the lane for the bucket is Tucker Harrell. He's got 5 points. Coach Westcott wants to talk it over for 30 seconds. Timeout on the floor. Trojans trailing at 5-0. Kind of an eerily similar start, Jess.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can't explain it, but very seldom does visiting teams come in here and shoot the ball well.
No.
But Colgan never, of course, they shoot in it every day at practice, I'm sure. But the boys, you're right, they've had some really good looks. They just need to settle down, put the ball in the hoop, slow Colgan's penetration down a little bit. It's early. 5 points isn't nothing. These Trojans come back from a lot bigger deficit than that.
And they'll have the ball coming out of the timeout. Big offensive possession. And you heard Coach Herlocker talk about it in his interview, the hand checking and stuff like that that's been allowed to take place in the girls' game. We'll see how much of that they allow here in this boys' game. Kester gets it over to Damon, now to the wing to Nigaman. Damon's fouled on the outside. They're going to whistle that one against Gus Keller. That's his first team foul on the Panthers. Kester with it up top. Now McDowell over to Damon, down low to Kester on the baseline. They swing it around the perimeter. Now Brett Clevenger with it, just checked in for Troike. Damon's shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Back to McDowell, and his shot off the glass is good. Cuts the lead to 3. Trojans get their first bucket of the night, and they earned that one. Tucker Harrell with it. He's got all 5 points for Colgan. Now Schrimmer thought about a 3 with McDowell guarding him. Tommy's got about 1.5 feet on McDowell, or Schrimmer, I'm sorry. His shot way off the mark, out of bounds, Trojan basketball. And that's what that taller defender can force you to do if you're the shooter on the outside. You try to put a little more air under it. Clevenger with it in the corner for the Trojans. Colgan still playing that 2-3 zone. Back out to Kester. In the middle of the lane to McDowell. Baby hook way short. And here comes Schrimmer.
Walk.
And he carried it.
Something wasn't right.
Hey, these officials know what a carry is, Jess.
Something didn't look right.
Yeah. Kester over to Damon, into the corner now to McDowell off of the turnover. Into the corner to Clevenger. Back down to McDowell in the lane. Hook shot on the way, won't go. Lots of contact, no call. And Colgan's going to come away with it. And some miscommunication there. And finally it ends up in the hands of Colin Height. Now Van Beesler with it. Get it down low to Voss, working against Nigaman. His shot blocked, and Aiden Damon comes away with it for the Trojans. Both Luke Nigaman and Tommy McDowell got a part of that one. I don't know, can you split a block like you split a sack in football? I don't know. Clevenger with it on the elbow, out top to Kester. No hesitation there. Alex Kester hits a three. We're tied at 5. Van Beesler bringing it up the floor for Colgan. I'm sorry, that was Gus Keller. The shot no good, out of bounds. Last touched by the Panthers. It'll be Trojan basketball. Luke Nickerman looks like he might have jammed his finger up a little bit as he comes off the floor. Aiden Troike back into the game for Girard along with Colton Dressler. McDowell with it at the free throw line, swing it around. Kester now. Troike. Now McDowell on the far side. Kester will put it on the floor into the lane. Little fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound tracked down by McDowell. And a nice look down low from Troike to find Clevenger for his first bucket. Trojans with their first lead of the night, 7-5, here with a minute to play, first quarter. Height with it now, top of the key. Keller. Now down low to Voss, working against Dressler. Colton finally controls it, gets it to McDowell. Now Clevenger will bring it up the floor for the Trojans. Down low to Dressler. Up high off the glass. Nice take by Colton Dressler. His first bucket of the night. Trojans by 4. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Coach Cheon wanted to talk it over with his squad. And Jess, they kind of weathered that early storm, and now the Trojans seem to have the momentum back.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Like you said, they just kind of settled in. Some of those baskets started falling. Kester with a big three right there to maybe boost the momentum. A couple offensive boards, a couple putbacks, and we got the lead.
Yep. Nifty passing inside, too, from Troike to Clevenger.
Yep, looks
and
good.
And Colton Dressler going strong to the bucket. That's good to see.
Right. Coach Cheon retired.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it.
I know. It's going to be hard to not talk Colgan basketball with Coach
not
Cheon.
without Wayne Cheon. Clint Heffron, head coach, sorry. We've already done him once this year, and I called his name that whole game, too. Not Coach Cheon, but Coach Heffron.
Right.
But I just defaulted back to Cheon. Keller with it. Near side to Schrimmer. Now Van Beesler trapped, gets it back to Keller. Trojans have kind of brought the half-court trap. Keller down the lane. Man, I don't know about that, but they call it a block. Quick three from Kester, no good at the buzzer. And the Trojans lead it 9-5 after 1. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
After 1, Trojans lead it by 4. Colgan Panthers jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Then Girard went on a 9-0 run to take the lead back in the second half of the first quarter. Not a lot of fouls being called. There's a lot of fouls being committed, but not a lot of them being called. We were joking about it during the break. Oh, that one thrown away, and there's a foul.
Yep. Right on cue.
Clevenger picks that one up. Now each team with one team foul. Keller with it. Schrimmer. Now Tucker Harrell driving, and he's fouled. And you got to think that that's something that Coach Heffern talked about in the break, was just going to the hole, being aggressive.
That was probably
one of the softest fouls that
so far
that's been committed, but it was called. Maybe the officials looked at the scoreboard and were like, hey. Kind of like the politicians in Blazing Saddles. We got to do something to protect our phony baloney jobs. Misses them both. And Nigaman with the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor for Girard. Troike left wide open. He'll take the three. Short with it. Dressler pulled down the rebound, lost it, but Damon comes up with it. The Trojans with new life here offensively. They'll come back across to Damon. Now Troike on the wing. Down low to Nigaman. Oh, had a look at it. Back to Troike. He'll take the shot and hits. Aiden Troike's first bucket of the game. Trojans lead by 6. You can clamp down the defense here. Height with it. Gives it up to Tucker Harrell. Working against Damon. Working off a screen. Now into the corner. Shot on the way from Height. Off the mark. Rebound Nigaman. He was wide open. Colgan student section getting involved. Into the corner, Damon. Now down to Troike in the lane. Loses it. Just too many hands down there to try and dribble the basketball. Pass it ahead. Schrimmer, luckily, it hangs onto it for the Panthers. Keller back to Schrimmer. Now up top to Height, and they'll set it up. Schrimmer with it in the lane. Back up top to Harrell. He'll take the three. Rebound long out to Harrell, and he's clotheslined by a couple of Trojans. And that draws the whistle. And they're going to get Clevenger with this one, because of course they are.
Yeah, of course. Either him or Tommy, and Tommy was on the bench. So.
Yeah. Well, now he's in the game. Clevenger will sit. Dressler sits. So now your original starting 5 on the floor right now for the Trojans. Same thing for Colgan. Oh, no, never mind, because Van Beesler's out there. Harrell. Schrimmer down low to Voss. Up and good off the glass. Left alone. Down low. That's Voss's first bucket of the game. Stops a scoring drought of about 8 minutes for Colgan. Cuts the lead to 4.
Yeah, Luke got hooked or something.
Cross court to Damon. Thought about the three. Now top of the key to Kester. Shot no good by McDowell. But Trojans get the rebound. Damon, they could hit some shots right through this stretch, Jess. They could pull away from this one. Taking their time. Kester with it on the near wing. Back up top to Troike. Out to McDowell. Pulls up from the elbow and hits. Nifty move by Tommy McDowell. Get to his spot. He's got 4 points. Trojans leading by 6. Height with it on the baseline. Gives it up to Voss, middle of the lane. Into McDowell. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Nigaman. Ahead to Kester. Into a lot of traffic. Now he'll pull up from the free throw line. No good. No rebounders. And Colin Height comes away with it for Colgan. Now Schrimmer with it to Van Beesler. Back up top. Schrimmer thought about a three. Almost walked with it. gives it up to Harrell, now to Voss in the lane, and they'll get the call in from the sideline. Under 4 minutes now, first half. Low scoring affair from here in the field house. Harrell into Damon, and they're going to whistle Aiden with the foul, and that'll send Harrell to the line to shoot a pair. He's 0 for 2 from the stripe tonight.
Well, first quarter's over. They're calling fouls the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely. Harrell hits the first. He's got 6 points of Colgan's 8 tonight. Misses the second one. Rebound tipped around, and Damon comes away with it. 1 of 4 from the stripe tonight is Harrell. Troike thought about a three, now kicks it back out to Nigaman. And around to Damon. McDowell from his spot hits. 6 points for Tommy McDowell. Trojan lead back to 7. Van Beesler gives it up to Voss. Now Schrimmer back to Voss, back to Schrimmer. You take it, I want it. You
Hot
take
potato.
It. Van Beesler. Now Schrimmer back to Harrell. Looking down low for Voss. They got it to him. Kicks it back out. Schrimmer down the lane, little runner, and it's good. First bucket of the night for Jack Schrimmer. Cuts the lead to 5. 3 minutes to play, first half. I don't think this game means anything to either of these teams as far as sub-state seeding goes or anything like that. Just the genuine rivalry between these two schools. Troike down the lane, shot blocked by Voss. And Panthers come away with it. Ahead to Schrimmer. Into the lane, kicks it over. Van Beesler, long three, and he hits. His first bucket of the night, and it cuts the lead to 2, just like that. That's why the Trojans, I said they needed to get some points on those possessions that they were getting earlier. Long possessions coming away empty. Kester in middle of the lane to Nigaman. Shot on the way is good. First bucket of the night for Luke. Lead is back to 4. 2 minutes to play here, first half. Height with it, being guarded by Damon. Back to Voss, top of the key. Now Schrimmer. Long shot again for Van Beesler, off the mark. Rebound Voss. His shot no good. Kicked it back out to Schrimmer. Little runner. Won't go. Rebound Damon. Oh, he tried to pass ahead to Kester. Kester wasn't looking for it. Saved inbounds by the Panthers. And now ahead, open shot in the corner for Schrimmer. In and out, rebound Nigaman. And he takes a shot from Voss, but I guess they're not calling those. Luke's been getting hooked and elbowed and all kinds of stuff down low tonight. He'll try the three and hits. That's your revenge there, buddy. 5 points for Nigaman. Trojan lead back to 7. A minute left to play. Height with it, kicks it out to Schrimmer. Middle of the lane to Voss. His pass tipped. Ends up with Van Beesler. Now Harrell with it. As we tick down around 40 seconds to play. First half. Van Beesler down to Voss. Back up top to Schrimmer. Now Height. Van Beesler. Back to Voss. Schrimmer. Now Height with it. 15 seconds to play first half. You can tell they're holding for last shot. Damon working against Height. Back to Voss, top of the key. Schrimmer's shot no good, and that's going to do it for the first half. Trojans lead it 20-13. We'll step away for a break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to the field house here at St. Mary's Colgan High School. At the break, Trojans lead it 20-13. Our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, let's take a look at some of these first half scoring totals. First, for the Colgan Panthers, are led in scoring by Tucker Harrell. He's got 6 points. Connor Van Beesler has 3. And Tristan Voss and Gus Keller added a bucket each to round out the scoring for Colgan. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He's got 6. Luke Diggeman has 5. And Colton Dressler, Brett Clevenger, and Aiden Troike have a bucket each to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. That look back at the first half brought to you by Kanar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kanar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kanar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KanarEyeCare.com. We're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back. More of the GN Bank halftime show as we get closer to second half action here between the Trojans and the Panthers. Trojans leading it by 7 at the break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kanar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kanar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to the field house. St. Mary's Colgan High School here in Pittsburgh. At the break, Trojans leading it by 7, 20-13 over the Colgan Panthers. Josh Lettner alongside me, Jess Murphy. And Jess, across the way, I see some Northeast letter jackets as the
scouting.
They're scouting the sub-state opponents.
Yep.
Or one of them anyway. That one, the 2A sub-state for this area is going to take place in Erie this year. Of course, the 3A sub-state hosted by Girard. Trojans, I think it's good news that they didn't split that bracket.
Right.
Now, you'd definitely rather play Riverton first round than Galena. And so the Trojans, not that it's going to be an easy game. That's going to be a tough game. But
right, and 4-5 ends up, I think, on the bottom side.
Right.
3-6 is on the top side, so we should be opposite of Galena
until the final.
Until the end.
Yeah.
The best I have it figured.
Yeah, well, we've been wrong before.
Well, I was wrong that one time, but that was the time I thought I was wrong. So.
Yeah. Oh. This metal chair is so unforgiving, Jess.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about you having a chair.
Every road game presents its own challenges.
I've got me a nice little cubby. I'm just holding in here.
Great internet, no chair for you, buddy.
It's all right. I need to stand up anyway.
You know, some people pay money for the standing desks.
Yeah, I don't.
Sitting's the new smoking, haven't you heard?
I guess, but they don't have as much weight pulling down on the front of them as I do.
What if you smoke while sitting?
That would be the ultimate
ultimate bad health decision. All right, we're underway here in the second half. Colgan with the ball to start the period. Nice look down low to find an open Schremer, but his shot won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Luke Nigeman comes away with it for Girard. Kester open, thought about it, didn't take it. Work it around, give back to Kester on that far wing. Now he's open for three, and he will take it, short of the mark. Rebound comes down to Damon. Nigeman with the shot, and it's good. Little 5-footer from Luke Nigeman. He's got 7 points, and the Trojan lead is 9. They make that 7 as Colin Height hits that one. His first bucket of the game. Nigeman tries to turn around and get it to Kester. He's shoved down. And Trojans end up with it right back off the turnover. Damon, he'll hold it up, get it to Troike in the lane, and he's fouled. See who they get this one on. It could have been any number of people. They're going to whistle it on Tucker Harrell. I didn't even think Harrell was in the neighborhood.
Close enough.
Yeah, well, he's on the court at least. Trojans with it off the inbound. Kester thought about a three, now back up top to Troike. McDowell with it.
But they're in no hurry, are they?
Nigeman from the free throw line. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound Voss. And Schremer comes away with it for Colgan. Now to Height, working against Damon. Into the corner to Van Beesler. Down low to Voss. He's going to draw a double team, but he walked with it. Nope, double dribble. Yep. And Trojans with it off the turnover. Leading by 7. Panthers have shown that they're a streaky shooting team. Troike down the lane, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Schremer. He's pushing into Damon, off the glass and good. Nice take by Jack Schremer. He's got 4 points. Lead down to 5 for Girard. Ooh, Luke thought about it. McDowell into the lane, nice up and under. Can't get the shot to fall.
How the game started.
Little bunnies. Trojans just not getting them to fall. Nice move to get himself open. Voss working against Nigeman. Shot won't fall, but nobody can get the rebound. It ends up with Colgan. Van Beesler gives it up. Now Harrell into the lane to Voss, working against Nigeman. And his bucket is good. 4 points for Voss. Trojan lead is 3. Down low to McDowell, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. Clevenger and Dressler check in. Nigeman and Damon will sit for Girard. Get it into Kester. Now back to Alex. Around the horn. Clevenger with it on the near side. Back up top to McDowell. Dressler in the lane to McDowell. His shot short. Clevenger going to say if he didn't get a foul there, I don't know what's going on. And he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They got this foul on Schremer. That's his first. Second team foul on the Panthers here in the second half. Brett's first shot short of the mark. Trojans started the game shooting cold, and they've started the second half shooting cold. Clevenger hits the second. The lead is 4. Height working against Clevenger. They're going to call Brett for a foul running through that screen, and that should be 3 on Clevenger. It is. Stacks them up quick, doesn't he? Schrimmer down low to Van Beesler. Voss is not on the floor right now. Harrell up top to Colin Height. And there's a moving screen. And they got that one against Karsten Simmons. Colin Height will take a seat. Gus Keller checks into the game for Colgan. Kester going to work against Keller. Gives it up at the elbow to Troike. Voss back out on the floor now for Colgan. Troike into the lane. He's fouled finally. Got that one on Gus Keller. That's his second. Fourth team foul, on Colgan here in the second half. Nigeman with it at the elbow. Goes to the bucket strong, and it doesn't go. Another shot within 2 feet for the Trojans. It won't go down. Voss with the rebound, quickly ahead. And they got a foul on the floor against McDowell, and he's wanting a forearm. And that hasn't been called all night, so I wouldn't expect that, Tommy. Second team foul of the second half on Girard. Get it down low to Voss, working against Nigeman. Off the glass, it's good. Trojans need to be quicker with that double team on Voss. He's got 6 points. The lead is 2. Trojans led by 7 at the half, led by as many as 9 here in the third quarter. But since then, Colgan's been on a run. Troike into the lane, in trouble, kicks it out. Now they'll swing it around the perimeter. Back up top to Troike as Trojans trying to get their spacing worked out here. Dressler with it on the blocks. Back out top to McDowell. Now Nigeman with it on the wing. To the elbow to Kester. Shot on the way from Nigeman off the mark. Nobody there for the rebound. Comes down to Keller. Now ahead to Schrimmer. Cut off by Nigeman. Panthers could tie it or take the lead here on this possession. They led it 5-0 to start the ball game. Trojans came roaring back, and they've led it ever since. But Colgan's definitely had the better of this third quarter. That one's short, off the mark. The Trojans don't get the rebound. It ends up back with Schrimmer, now in the hands of Voss. Extra pass, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with it'll be Girard basketball. I don't know. Yeah, the baseline official is going to overturn that one. It'll stay with Colgan. Man, Trojans had a couple there. Should have come up with a couple of rebounds right there.
They can't inbound under the basket. It went on the sideline.
Oh, well, Jess, don't worry about the rules. Height with it on the baseline, gives it up to Voss, back to Height. Now Harrell, they swing it around the horn. Gus Keller with it, he goes baseline into Dressler, loses his dribble, out of bounds, Trojan basketball. Well, can't say Colgan didn't have their chances on that possession.
Just a few.
Troike gives it up to McDowell. Back over to Troike. He'll take a three from the wing and hits. Big shot for Aiden Troike. He's got 5 points. Puts the Trojans back up by 5. Keller with it, gives it up to Schremer. Now Harrell back to Schremer. In the corner to Height. Voss with it in the lane, working against Colton Dressler, gets the shot to fall, and I think they're going to get the foul from behind on Troike. If the correct call would be Troike, and it is. That's Aiden's first. Third team foul on Girard here in the second half. Sends Tristan Voss to the line, trying to complete the three-point play. He has a chance to cut the Trojan lead to 2. And he does. Seven points for Tristan Voss. Trojan lead is 3.
Here comes some sort of press.
Maybe a 3-quarter. Yep, looks like it. Now they're going to kind of back off. Damon over to McDowell. Down low to Kester. Good idea. And Trojan's going to sub in Nigaman for Colton Dressler. Under 30 seconds, 3-point game. Or I'm sorry, 2-point game. Trojans leading it. This has been a rough third quarter for Girard. We're really ready for this one to be over. Damon guarding Height, gives it up to Tucker Harrell. He's their creator off the dribble. They're going to ask him to do it here with 4 seconds. Gets it down low to Voss. Nice pass. Voss with the turnaround. And we're tied after 3. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family-owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to the field house. St. Mary's Colgan gone on a run in the third quarter. Tied it up at 26. Trojans led it by 7 at the half. Led it by as many as 9 in the third quarter. But allowed Colgan to get right back into it, largely on the back of Tristan Voss. He's got 7 points. Leads Colgan in scoring. Had 2 at the half. Over the top to Nigaman. Fouled from behind by Voss. And Luke will head to the line to shoot a pair. That's Voss's first foul, Jess.
Yeah, first one called.
Luke short with the first shot. He's a little bit frustrated, and I would be too if I was him. I'd probably have a couple technicals by now. Second shot, it's good. Trojans by one. Panthers with it here. Get it out to Keller. Now back up top to Height. Back to Keller. Schremer in the lane. Shot on the way is good. Trojans packing it in on Voss, trying to keep him from beating them. Schremer hits the open shot, and the Panthers have their first lead since the first quarter. Troike down the lane, gives it up to McDowell, into Voss, who bodies up against him. Luke into the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound, Kester, put back is good. Trojans take the lead back. Yes, Jess, this is starting to look like a Girard Colgan game.
Yeah, I agree. Be some lead changes.
Tucker Harrell gives it up to Height. Now Keller. Back to Harrell, down low to Voss on the baseline. He draws a double team lightning fast. Over to Keller, three-point line. Now Height with it.
This 2-3 zone is going to allow him to a little more help underneath the basket.
Harrell kicks it in the corner. Height, three-pointer on the way. No good off the back iron, long rebound. Height tracks it down. Trojans just not very quick to the ball tonight. Schremer had it, ripped away by Andy. Schremer comes up with it again. We've seen it several times tonight. The Trojans just watching the ball, and the Panthers the quicker team to it. Keller, deflected pass. They're going to call it foul on the floor. Who are they going to get this one on?
Hopefully 35 White.
Probably not. That one's going to go against Luke Nigaman. That's his first. I'm sorry, second.
Westcott barking some sort of orders.
Probably like, don't lose 35. Into the lane. Height can't handle the pass. Comes away to Kester. Trojans need to take care of it here. Come away with some points. Kester gives it up to Nigaman on the wing. Looking down low, now back up top to Troike. He'll put it on the floor. Kicks it to McDowell. Into the lane, spinning into Voss, and he's going to pick up the foul. That's 2 on Voss. 6-team foul on Colgan. Trojans' next foul is going to send him to the free throw line for the rest of the night. McDowell's first is good. First point of the second half for Tommy McDowell. He's got 7. Second one rattles out. Voss with the rebound for Colgan. Height with it on the wing, being guarded by Clevenger. Up top to Van Beesler. In the lane to Schremer. Shot on the way from Harrell. No good. Rebound, Nigaman. Ahead to Troike. Oh. Timeout, Girard. And it's 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Well, it ain't pretty, Jess. I'll tell you that.
Well,
at no point tonight has this one been pretty.
Either game.
Well, depends on your point of view of that girls' game.
Right.
But I don't think either coach would say this one's pretty here tonight between these two boys' teams.
And the score kind of reflects it.
Oh, goodness, yeah. 20-13 at half. Trojans led it. They led by as many as 9 in the third quarter before Colgan came storming back to tie it at the end of the third. Led briefly here early in the fourth before the Trojans able to answer back. But it's a dip and tuck affair here for Girard.
Yeah, I like this zone defense to give them help on Voss underneath the basket, but we still have to figure out a way to score ourselves. I don't know what happened to Tommy in the elbow, but he's not taking those shots here.
Oh, Trojans almost throw it away. McDowell tracks it down. And not off to a very hot start here on this possession. Clevenger with it top of the key, gives it up to Troike. Harrell guarding him, now to Kester. Back up top to Troike as Colgan's trying to turn up the pressure on Trojan guards. Get it to Troike down low. His shot no good. And away goes Colgan with the rebound. And there's a travel against Colin Height. Just shuffled his feet a little too much there trying to stop himself. Trojans fortunate that he walked with that one. And again, they get out rebounded. Dow gives it up to Troike on the wing, back up top to Nigaman. Near side to Kester. And there's an offensive foul against Luke Nigaman. And I mean, by the book, that might have been a foul, Jess, but from what we've seen go on tonight and not get called, I don't know, man. You know, if it's going to be one way or another, you at least want it to be consistent. And they can't even get that. Trojans still lead it by 2. Panthers with the ball. Into the lane goes Schrimmer. His shot no good. Rebound Nigaman. And Keller's going to harass him up the floor. Gives it up to Kester on the near wing. Back up top to Troike. Trojans just not super aggressive here offensively. Troike with it on the baseline, down low to McDowell, and he gets the bucket. First field goal for Tommy McDowell in the second half. He's got 9, and there's a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Colgan will take it as well. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back to the field house. St. Mary's Colgan High School in Pittsburgh. Trojans up by 4, 32-28 over the Colgan Panthers, and it's been ugly and physical and close for most of this second half here. And this is the final game of the regular season, I believe, for both of these teams. Trojans will get the rest of the week off before starting sub-state next week. We were talking about it in the break, Jess. We won't know that sub-state schedule of when the games are going to be played until later on this week, right, but I'm sure BJ will get that out on the Facebook page.
Yep, into the week or so.
We'll let everybody know. we'll have them for you whenever they are. Schrimmer with it into the corner to Height, trying to get it down low to Voss, and there's a 3-second violation against Colgan. And that'll give it back to the Trojans here, leading by 4. 2:36 to play in the game. Full court pressure being applied here by Colgan. And they'll get it into Troike, back to Nigaman. He picks up his dribble, gives it up to Troike. And a timeout called by Coach Westcott to prevent the turnover, as the Trojans weren't having a very good sense of urgency getting the ball across half court. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Trojans lead by 4, 2:26 to play here in the final game of the regular season for the 22-23 campaign. Trojans trying to improve to 13-7. Won't affect their sub-state seeding at all. They're slated to play Riverton in the first round. We find out when, we'll let you know, but either way, we'll be there. Have that game for you. We're on Girard Sports Live. Trojans get it in, get across the timeline this time. Now Luke Nigaman with it. Gives it up to Tommy McDowell in the lane. Little jump stop. Little bunny shot won't go. Putback won't go. How many has McDowell missed within 2 feet of the bucket tonight, Jess? And Colgan comes away with it. Quickly down on the other end. They get it out. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound Kester. And he's fouled. And Alex will head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And if the Trojans don't make their free throws, you're going to single-handedly allow Colgan back into this game. Stops the clock, 1:58 to play. As Kester will head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. This is Alex's first trip to the stripe tonight.
Yeah, free throws are going to be a key part of the finish of this game.
Hits the first. Trojans are 50% from the line tonight as a team. Just 3 for 6. And Kester just made it 4 for 7 there. There we go, he hits them both. Pushes the lead to 6. Now Colgan gonna have to get something here fairly quickly. Les Keller gives it up to Schrimmer into the corner. Height, shot on the way, he's open. Couldn't get it to fall. Nigaman with the rebound, and he's fouled by Colin Height. And Luke will head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 8th team foul on Colgan. That's 2 on Height. Luke is 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Misses the first shot. Oh. And you get an over the back foul on Clevenger. Brett's like, he's holding on to my jersey. That's 4 on Clevenger. Tucker Harrell down quickly with it. Pass deflected out of bounds by Kester. Stops the clock, 1:33 to play. Height to inbound from in front of the Panther bench. Gets it in to Gus Keller. He drives into the lane. Now he'll pull it back out. Into the corner to Schrimmer. Back out. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Keller, and he's fouled on the putback. And there you go. Colgan again, the quicker team to the rebound tonight, Jess. They are killing the Trojans on the boards tonight. And if Girard isn't able to come out of here with a win, I think you can point to rebounding as the main factor in why the Trojans have had so much trouble tonight.
Right, and normally such a good rebounding team.
Keller hits the first. They just can't buy a rebound here in the second half.
Like somebody's greased the ball.
And, well, like they're standing in concrete. Second shot on the way from Keller, no good. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Van Beesler. Two Trojans knock it away from each other. And that one's stolen away. Good hands by Aiden Troike. My goodness. Nigaman now down low. Almost a battle between Clevenger and McDowell to get the ball. Tommy comes up with it, gets the bucket. He's got 5 points here in this fourth quarter alone. 11 points on the night. The shot no good over the back of the backboard. And it'll be Trojan basketball with 50.7 to play. Full court pressure being applied again by Colgan. Clevenger will sit Aiden Damon into the game for Girard. They'll get it into McDowell in the corner. Got to move quickly here. Gets it down the floor to McDowell. They're across the timeline. That's all that matters. Into the corner to Damon. And he's fouled by by Van Beesler.
If they want to foul Aiden Damon, I'll let them foul him the rest of the game. I'll take my chances with Damon on the line.
That's Van Beesler's first. First shot off the mark, rebound Colgan.
My bad, Aiden.
Oh, my goodness.
Bad.
Here comes Schrimmer quickly down the other way into traffic, walked with it. He Euro stepped, and then he African stepped, and then he Asian stepped. And that'll turn it back over to Girard. Oh, my goodness. Tucker Harrell can't get the shot to fall. Tipped out of bounds. It'll come back into Schrimmer.
Foul.
And blocked out of there by Tommy McDowell. Trojans still up here by 7 with 23.2, but my goodness, they're trying to make this as dramatic as possible. Just refusing to put Colgan to bed. Coach Westcott is furious with his team, and I'm not even a coach. I'm upset with it too because this is ridiculous.
Full timeout here.
Well, stay right here. 23.2. Trojans just not rebounding the ball at all.
And when they do
in the second half, they throw it away.
Or yeah, it's the same team, two Trojans fighting over it and knock it out of one another's hand.
I mean, it's like under the boards, it's like bad news bears tonight for Girard, and then you put together their difficulty making little bunny layups. And this one's way closer than it should be.
It's been a rough second half.
Closer. Well, if you're writing a book on how to let a team hang around in a game, this is how you do it.
Yeah. Possibly. I'm always a glass half full type of guy.
Well, you're up by 7, so,
right.
I mean.
And get it out of your system.
Yeah. Woof. My goodness.
Haven't hardly seen them maybe play this.
It's the curse of the field house.
Amen.
Is what it is. Like,
tomorrow is Ash Wednesday.
Oh, don't bring God into this, Jess. Leave him out of it.
Just saying.
There's a priest right next to me.
Right, yeah.
Right next to me,
he's
Jess.
right beside me.
Do not invoke the Heavenly Father, okay? Colin Height to inbound here from the baseline. 23.2 left to play. Gets it into Keller up top. Tucker Harrell back to Height.
Let him have it.
Keller drives, gets the scoop shot layup. The lead is 5, 15.1. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Woo, boy.
Yep. All we got to do is complete the inbound pass, make up free
Take
throws.
care of the ball.
Right.
Get it across half court.
And we can leave Pittsburgh Colgan with a W.
Make a free throw.
Couple.
And you'll be good to go.
Might take at least 2 or 3 more free throws.
Well, not if you make them. Oh.
All right, drawing up an inbounds play. There's second whistle. We're going to get in trouble. Go on, Westcott.
Trojans 5 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Hovering around the 50% mark.
A little bit better.
Nigaman will inbound from under Colgan's basket. Gets it into Troike, who's immediately fouled by Tucker Harrell.
One of these days, Josh Lettner, I need someone to explain the intentional foul rule. You know they're going to foul, but
you only really get that on a clean breakaway, you know, when they basically wrap somebody up so they can't get a layup. You hardly ever see that call.
Ugh.
And Troike missed the first. Now 5 of 10, so we're at 50% from the free throw line tonight. What a difference one made free throw would make. There it is. Trojans by 6. And again, they let him go coast to coast. Easy layup. 8.9 left to play. The lead is now 4. Trojans need somebody on the roster to step to the line and make 2 free throws. Not 1 free throw, 2 free throws.
Yep, can't trade 2 for 1s because...
Yeah, not very long you can't. But there's only 8.9 seconds left, so...
And there's also that stripe out around the top of the key that gives you 3 every now and then for the team that's behind just 4 points. So...
Well, let's not start bringing that up either.
Well, you know what's happening.
Don't want this one to end, Jess. We're just
Right.
going to be here till midnight tonight.
If we know what's happening, we're going to foul somebody, so...
Who do you could be going down the bench? Like, who feels like they can make free throws? You're getting it.
Made baskets, so Luke has the baseline to run back and forth. Maybe we run the old hitch and go and hit him deep at the goalpost there.
Maybe.
Yeah. Throw it deep.
Well, you don't want a turnover, but if you do, you want the turnover to happen at the other end of the floor, that's for sure. Luke to inbound. Gets it into McDowell, back to Luke. Now over to Aiden
That's
Troike.
even better.
And Troike's fouled at the half-court stripe, and he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yep, and took 4 seconds off the clock. That helps. And that's probably why I announce up here, because I probably would have tried the alley-oop from the inbounds
The
play.
lob pass
Right.
over the top. Troike's first shot is good.
Shot Aiden.
Trojans now 6 of 11 as a team from the stripe. None of that matters if he makes this one right here. And he hits it. Troike with 9 points. Trojans lead it by 6. Schrimmer into Troike. Are they going to call a foul there?
Nope, just knocked
No,
out
just
of bounds.
knocked out of bounds by Troike. It'll stay with the Panthers.
I think Westcott's like, just get back.
Yeah, quit reaching. Schrimmer's shot, no good, and that's your ball game. Trojans win it by 6 in
never in doubt.
Dramatic fashion, never in doubt.
Right.
Do it all the way. Trojans improve to 13-7 on the year. Colgan falls to 8-11. And both teams are going to get the week off, and then sub-state action starts up next week. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back out here to the field house, St. Mary's Colgan High School. Trojans come out tonight on top, 39-33 over the Colgan Panthers. And what was a pretty dramatic second half. Trojans led it by 7 at the break, led it by as many as 9 in the third quarter before Colgan came roaring back to tie it to start the fourth quarter. But then the Trojans able to slowly pull away over the waning minutes of the game, hit some clutch free throws down the stretch to win this one by 6 and hand the Colgan Panthers their 11th loss of the season. Trojans back in action next week for Sub-State in Girard, and they'll play Riverton in the first round. Colgan in action, they'll play in Erie. And let's take a look at who they will play. They're going to play Mound City Jayhawk Lynn, who are 15-5 this season, but I would imagine haven't played quite the same schedule that Colgan has played. So they'll play them in the first round of that sub-state. But for tonight, the Trojans come out on top, 39-33. And let's take a look at some of those scoring totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of totaled, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. Trojans led in scoring tonight by Tommy McDowell. He had 11 points. Next up, Aiden Troike and Luke Nigaman each added 8. Alex Kester had 7. Brett Clevenger added 3, and Colton Dressler added a bucket to round out the scoring for Girard. We'll step away for a quick break here on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. Maybe talk to Coach Westcott if he makes it out, and maybe not if he doesn't. And we'll put a bow on it from here in Pittsburgh and head towards Sub-State next week. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to St. Mary's Colgan High School at the field house. Coach Westcott, he's always willing to do the interviews. It's more the climb up the stairs, I think, that when we are up at the tippity top of this place, and poor guy, he worked so hard all night, and then he has to do the Stairmaster to get up here and talk to us at the end of the night. Our post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. The Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Coach, thanks for making the climb up here.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm out of breath, but
I told Jess, I'm like, that's the worst part of this interview. Not talking to, well, it might be talking to us, but I would assume it's the climb up the stairs.
It's a close. They're both close. We'll just say that.
Well, Coach, kind of a ugly nip and tuck affair for both teams tonight, a physical game. It looked a lot like a Girard Colgan game.
Yeah, knew it'd be tough. I mean, they played us really tough the first time we played them. I think it was a 3-4 point game with 3 minutes left in the game the last time. So they're a handful. They're going to be really tough again next year. They got some good young kids. They're all juniors for the most part. I think they had a couple seniors in there that contribute, but they got some dudes coming back. So they're going to be a handful.
Well, Coach, this is the last game of the regular season, a tough game to finish the season on, but now you guys get basically a week off before sub-state starts. You know who you're playing in the first round, going up against Riverton. You guys split with them this year. What's your focus going to be in practice?
Yeah, we just talked about that. We don't play for a week, which is good. We can get our legs under us a little bit. It's all about Riverton right now. You can't look ahead to anything beyond that because we're pretty evenly matched. They're bigger than what we are, which we don't see a lot. They got us at our place the last time, so we do get to be at home. That's a plus. But that being said, they got us at our place the last time, and we got them at theirs. So pretty evenly matched teams. I look forward to be a good one. They're playing extremely well right now. They had a big game last night, beat Pittsburgh, and there was a lot riding on tonight. If we got beat tonight, we could have dropped to the 5, and they could have bumped us. So big game for us tonight to be able to go ahead and get the dub, and hopefully we can make it count next Tuesday.
All right, Coach. Well, I know you made the climb up here. We appreciate it, and we'll let you off the hook and enjoy this one with your team, and we'll see you next week for Sub-State for all the marbles.
Sounds good, my man. Thanks,
all
guys.
Right. That's head coach Rod Westcott of the Girard Trojans. They win it tonight over the Colgan Panthers 39-33, made some clutch free throws down the stretch, and able to come out of here with the narrow win. We'll step away for our final break of the the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance post-game show. And we'll come back and put a bow on it from here at the Fieldhouse. Trojans win it tonight over the Colgan Panthers 39-33. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back one final time to the Fieldhouse. St. Mary's Colgan High School. Trojans win this one 39-33. They improved to 13-7 on the season. Colgan falls to 8-11. Trojans back in action next week. Sub-State in Girard. Trojans will take on Riverton in the first round. We'll have all the boys and girls action there from the Girard Sub-State here on Girard Sports Live. As soon as we know the game times and whatnot, I'm sure BJ will post that to the Facebook page, so keep an eye out for all of that. You can also check the Acacia website. That information will be on there eventually as well. But for Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. Trojans win it tonight at the Fieldhouse, a physical game to finish out the regular season. And we're on to the playoffs when we see you again. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrex Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.